Hello everyone, welcome back. We have the FV215b 183 again, and we're platooned up with the Dominators and Bruiser, as we quite often are. And the Dominators is in his Jagdpanzer E100, and Bruiser's in his GW E100. It's day of the E100s, except I don't really fit that. Bruiser's talking about XVM in the chat there. He's talking about, okay, so if you're, what are you saying in chat before the video actually started here, is that if you're faced with two targets to shoot, each have equal health, each have about just as dangerous tanks, which one are you going to shoot first? Well, if you look at XVM, XVM rates each player. You can't see that in this battle because it's an 8.11 replay, and therefore XVM is all bugged out because there is a newer version of World of Tanks out, and XVM doesn't like this one anymore for some reason. But what you can do is see, okay, this player here, according to XVM, is not very good. That means, well, what are you going to do? You're gonna not want to kill that terrible player if there's a really good player that you can shoot just as easy beside him, because that good player is likely going to be a bigger threat later on. And what I'm doing here is I'm just waiting. And what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for any sign of destruction to appear in front of us. And I've had this happen before in the past, where pointing at this exact spot, I've had two enemy tanks roll around one by one, about 30 seconds apart from each other, while I was sitting here in the FV with a Hesh round loaded, and just pretty much one-shot them both. Gave them both really bad days. Fortunately, that doesn't happen this time, and I decide, okay, heck with that. There's a Waffenträger up there. I can turn around and help him out if need be, but he'll probably be okay unless some serious forces come through. Now then, we're going to push down here. We're going to sit here beside the Dominators. I feel like me and the FV here and Dominators in the Jagdpanzer E100 are a pretty good mix. Why? Well, because he's got the armor. I don't have that great of armor. We both have pretty serious guns. Both of us are in some serious trouble if we're alone. First off, because we're tank destroyers, and my turret doesn't turn all the way around, as you can see. It only turns about 90 degrees, so 45 each way-ish. And really, with our long reloads, it makes us such an easy target. Mediums can easily get around and flank us in that time, or the enemy can unload one or two shots even into our weak spots. In the meantime, and there's a KV-4 up there. Let's see if the Waffenträger can help him out. I was thinking about backing up and helping him out. Oh, there's a guy down there. I'm not sure if he spotted me. That's making me a little nervous too. Nope, he's dead. KV-4 didn't last long at all. We are losing now. We're down 2 tanks. Missing an 8 and a 9 as compared to the enemy team. I'm thinking about pushing down towards where I think it's the IS-7 down there. But I'm kind of concerned about tanks being to the left, just around that corner. And our Tiger 2 sitting there would not, or sorry, E-75 sitting there would not be able to have a good shot at him, at them. Oh, hello, T-34. You're silly. I got lucky there because I shot right near his tracks and got the shell penetrated. The Hesh rounds, the way they work is, well, if they hit a track or something, it's a high explosive round. So if it hits a track, then it won't go past that track. It'll just kind of be absorbed by the track. But they do have some serious splash damage. So it'll still do probably 500-600 damage to that guy if it didn't penetrate and got absorbed by his track. But it wouldn't have been enough to kill him and do over that 1,000 hit points necessary. Now I'm really considering flanking around, helping out that IS-4 and T-32 there, and shooting that IS-7 in the back. However, I'm looking at how many health points he has, and I'm thinking, okay, especially if he notices me and manages to angle his armor towards me, I'm not going to have a chance to kill him with that one shot. Oh, hello. That shot went a little high and to the left by the looks of it there, so it hit his turret. So it didn't penetrate, and therefore only did about 650 damage. And that's another thing I was worried about. Oh, hi, IS-7. He's trying to get a shot at me now. I'm making him nervous. That's good. But I'm worried about the T-34 and the T-57 Heavy up there especially, because if that T-57 Heavy is up on top of the hill, he's got 4 rounds, each worth 400 damage. That's 1,600 damage with those 4 rounds that he can do in less than 10 seconds. The T-34, in addition to that, can also do 400 damage per shot. You combine all that together, the 1,600 from the T-57 and the 400 from the T-34, and there's my 2,000 health points that I have. Oh, and that IS-7 is trying to put pressure on me. He hits me. Lost my driver, no biggie. So he took out almost a quarter of my health, but that's fine. We can do a lot more damage than him if he gives us the chance. I can do that much damage to him if I just hit his turret and don't even penetrate. Our T-32's limping up here. He's moving a little slow. Looks like he might be hurting a little bit. Now I'm kind of hoping that E-75 and the Waffenträger, minus the Waffenträger, are keeping that T-34 and T-57 distracted. In the meantime, this IS-7 right now, he sees me, he's thinking, ah, crap. And I put one into his engine compartment, and he is toast. Now then we're going to move up. And this is kind of a scary moment for me. I know those tanks are still up there. Oh no, please don't look at me. His 4 rounds would kill me if all 4 of them were to penetrate, but there is a pretty good chance of that. Now he's at 5% health. I'm almost reloaded. Come on now, T-57, try me. But no, he's busy aiming down there at that IS-4. There you go, that's 3 or 4. I think that's the 4th shell there. But he's not going to move. So I'll just finish him off. He kind of tunnel visioned on that IS-4 down there. He did kill the IS-4 though. You can see the IS-4 complain in chat about the T-57 using gold rounds. I don't think the T-57, even from that distance, really needed to use gold rounds to get at least most of his shots through the front of the IS-4 though from that distance. Given that he is at a much higher altitude than the IS-4, so therefore it kind of negates the purpose of having slanted armor. And kaboom! There we go. Okay, apparently that's not an 8.11 replay anymore. I thought it was until I saw that. So I guess XVM is just kind of sort of broken. Oh no. This guy's going to have 4 or 6 rounds. He's going to be able to tear me apart like nothing. He plants one into me, and then he kind of runs away and points his turret. I should have took more time to aim that. If I would have put that into the side of his turret, I would have quite likely been able to kill him. Now I've got artillery rushing down to me, and I didn't even realize that M40 is right there beside me. He's tracked until I backed up into him. Look at this now. I'm going to try to pin him. I'm going to try to push him so he can't get his gun towards me, but he manages to. But he had a high explosive round loaded. So in killing me, he blew himself up. That made it so much worth it. I thought for sure that I knew I was toast there when all 3 of those came around the corner. There was no way that I was going to be able to kill all 3 of them, therefore shoot 3 shells in the time that it took them to reload each. So we were toast for sure. But it's great to see that M40 really just had a high explosive round loaded and decided to shoot me point blank. That made it worth it. Now we'll take a look at this ammo rack here from this M103. That never gets old. I really enjoy watching those ammo racks happen. But in the meantime, Bruiser's over here. They're in some serious trouble. It's down to just our 3 artillery pieces, and there is an IS-3 in our base. There goes the Object 261. Bruiser is not sure if he's spotted or not by the looks of it. He has taken a hit, so he can't afford to take any more hits. A hit from anything at this point would kill him. Even a splash from artillery would probably do it. He's going to wait for that IS-3. He's going to hope he can get a shot off at the IS-3. Uh-oh. Before the IS-3 gets a shot off at him, or manages to spot him. Now, Bruiser's going to go ahead and aim for where he thinks that IS-3 is going to poke his head out. He's thinking, okay, so the Batchat artillery is hiding down towards the north, so why would the IS-3 not peek out in the south, where he'd have the most cover from that Batchat? No, he doesn't do it. He tries to shoot. That was kind of an interesting move. And the IS-3 decided to back between the buildings and take a shot while doing that. That's not what I would have done. But whatever. Him spotting Bruiser got Bruiser killed, which is unfortunate. But I'm sure their artillery was already aiming over there, just waiting for Bruiser to get spotted again. Now our artillery, he knows, okay, well, he's got very little chance of actually being able to win this game, so he's going to go artillery hunting. I wonder if it was his intention in the beginning to go ahead and try to capture our base, but it is really hard to say. correction, capture their base. That makes more sense, doesn't it? But at this point, there's no chance he's going to do that. Maybe he could turn around and fire one at our cap, and potentially kill the IS-3, reset the cap. But still, the chances of him winning would be pretty slim. Possible, but slim. Remember, this is a Tier 9 artillery here, so he does not have an autoloader like the Tier 10 does. So that means he's got a long reload between shells, just like pretty much every other artillery does. He's going to peek over this hill. He's going to spot one of their artillery still sitting in the base, aiming over in that direction, just waiting for him to appear over there. So he seems kind of surprised. He's going to take a shot. He knows that he's under pressure. The other artillery is going to shoot soon. But it misses. That's unfortunate. It would have been pretty cool if it would have hit there. But like I said, just didn't quite happen. Now there still are the other artillery piece, the Conqueror, is somewhere. There he is shooting. And now the T-92 is going to try his hand. And fortunately for us, he has a little bit better aim than that bat does. So he manages to get the kill and wins it for the team. Well done to him. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I certainly enjoyed playing it. I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.